In 2016, we bought a boat we aptly called Mood Swings to travel to remote fishing destinations. Our travel plans were put on hold, however, when our online fishing business took off. It's now 8 years down the track and we are finally heading off on our longest trip yet. Hi, I'm Ryan Moody, this is my wife Karen, our 2 sea dogs, my mate Everett, our friend PJ and our fishing weapon, the Blue Boat. Departing from Cairns, join us on an eventful trip south with an unexpected ending.
So, shopping trip number 1. We're going to do bulky stuff that needs to be frozen before we take it down to the boat. Then shopping trip number 2 is going to be all the fresh veg that will be last minute stuff on Sunday.
Shopping trip number 3 is 16 bottles of rum. That'll do.
We're already stuffed, so it's, yeah.
Well, ring me when you're at the marina, I'll run down and we'll load it all on.
Some of it we'll have to bring home here and put in the freezer.
Yeah.
You know, milk, like I'm going to get the milk, 5 bottles of milk.
You know, we'll put it in.
Because the freezer on the boat, that freezer...
It gets turned on tomorrow, the fridge is on upstairs as well.
But the freezer on the back deck, don't we have to run the genset to run that?
No, it runs off 240 as well.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, I'm going to do that tomorrow and get it super cold over a couple of days.
Oh.
Put it on tonight.
Well, why don't we turn it on now?
Yeah, okay.
So that we can just, rather than drag everything home and then drag everything back, we can just take it straight down to the boat.
All right, I'll turn it on.
Sounds like a plan. High 5. That's one less trip home and back.
All right, you guys get going.
Let's do it.
Let me know when you're leaving the shopping centre and I'll run down.
We'll do.
Okay?
You can't come. Can't come. This is not Bunnings today. Baby cakes. Trip preparations are finally underway. I'm cooking up some curry and spaghetti and stuff that we can just warm up in the microwave, because if it's rocky, I don't like to cook too much hot stuff. The boat's not really equipped for months at sea, like a yacht, you know. Yeah, so just got the regular stuff cooking, and Ryan is getting the trailer brakes sorted so we can get the truck and trailer down, meet us in Rocky. And he had a health scare last night with yesterday with his kidney stones, but he passed it this morning. So we've just been to the urologist for emergency consult.
And we've been given the green light.
Well, kind of.
There's a couple left in there. A couple of little suckers, but if I can pass that one, honestly, it's a walk in the park.
He still has 2 kidney stones, and we've given us some drugs in case he gets an attack when we are 200 kilometres offshore.
Look, if I can pass that one the other day, which was bigger than the 2 that are in there, child's play.
First aid kit sorted with all the drugs out. Anything we could think of, almost some of the stuff that we've had, you know, from past hospital visits. There's kidney stones. Yeah, so got a few bits and pieces. So if anything happens out there, this needs a big sort, obviously, but that's one of the things I do when I prep is get the first aid stuff sorted. The first leg will be right because we've got Everett with us. Anyway, my food's probably burning.
Just giving it a bit of a clean up. All the boat's off the trailer and hitting it with some lanolin, thick lanolin grease. And keeps it looking pretty good for 12 months or so. And just give it a light sand again and hit it again. Well, I've got Chris from Port Douglas Marine. He's been absolutely brilliant helping us out, getting this boat back online again, ready for our trip just in time. So we just got the software update now and we're all good to go. So thanks, mate. Really appreciate that.
No worries.
And yeah, we can take this with us instead of the little boat now. So got the motor going again. Beautiful.
course, it had to rain.
Just wait for that moment that we're getting the groceries out of the car. Soggy cereal.
Soggy cereal. And at least we got the trolley. Remember last time, Pete?
I do remember last time.
We had to lug everything. The trolley was missing. And we had to lug everything. Oh my God. And we did a big shop that time. We've only done half a shop this time. I got the good job. I'm on the camera. Got enough rods? More to come.
A little boat will be full of them as well. Plus a few more from this boat.
Is that it? Is that milk? Is that milk leaking? Don't bring it in then. Put it there. You put everything sideways in there. We can put that straight in the freezer. That milk.
Yeah.
I chose ones that had a fair bit of air in the top. Oh yeah, what's that?
What's that?
What's that?
Nectar.
Coming on board.
It's nectar.
What's that coming on board? Hey?
Nectar of the sea.
Nectar of the sea.
Keeps your belly warm in a tight spot. Takeaway. Not cooking tonight.
Takeaway on the way home. We've just half packed the boat.
Yeah. Still a bit more to go yet.
A bit more to go. Last day. Departure day tomorrow.
Good for that.
I'm a bit tired.
I need a holiday after this holiday.
We haven't gone on the holiday yet, baby.
I know, I can tell.
It's been a mission, packing a boat for a couple of months trip.
Oh, and everything else we're doing in the meantime.
But we have got the important stuff.
Just in case there's another lockdown, stock up on bog roll.
Just in case we need to go to the toilet. Forget the
Just in
lockdown.
case we can't buy it anywhere down the track.
We'll be able to buy it. Well, we won't be able to buy it because we'll be out at sea. It's getting real now. Cover's coming off.
Yep. Getting close.
They've been great, those covers though, haven't they?
Yeah, they've been saving the fiberglass a bit, eh?
Yeah. Well worth putting them on because the boat just gets baked in the sun. Whew, it's a bit steamy. Ryan wanted to come down here this morning early to do this, but I was just too exhausted. We are stuffed. But tomorrow, I can't even muster up enough energy to get excited. Maybe that'll happen when we're, you know.
None of us are enough energy to talk.
Well, we bit off so much because we've launched a new product, which is last day of its introductory sale right now, today. And prepping the boat, prepping the house has been a mission over the last few months, actually. Getting liveys done. In fact, Ryan filmed the last
Yesterday.
the last video yesterday, and we started selling them 2 days ago. So
hopefully by the time everyone's got to the end,
that bit.
it's done.
Yeah, well, we haven't had any complaints. Hey, there's a video missing.
No.
Well, there's not now. It's up now. Ryan and Stephen went and filmed it yesterday, and then he had to stay back and edit it so we could get it up. And yeah, right.
Let's keep going.
Let's keep pushing. So this will be the longest we've ever gone away, by far. 2.5 weeks is the most that we've ever gone away for. So we're going for kind of potentially months this time. So trying to prep for this trip has been our mission. We're exhausted. We're leaving tomorrow. And I can't wait to just set the autopilot, sit up on the flybridge and watch the world go by for about 8 hours until we get to our first anchorage. This is, the shopping list has already been done. You know, 5 dozen eggs, kilos and kilos of ham, kilos of bacon. A lot of that's already frozen and packed in smaller compartments. The last time we went I made the mistake of getting like 20 loaves of bread, and of course we couldn't fit them in the freezer with all the ice. So we changed our tack and we got wraps this time. So wraps will be a lot more space efficient and they taste really yummy with fresh fish. So right now I've got to go through all the condiments and whatnot that we've got in the cupboards. Oh, the cupboards are bare, just about. Like we'll need more tea than that. Oh no, we've got tea. So I'm just going to go through and list out everything we've got and work out what we may need, you know, little things like tomato sauce, all sorts of things, you know, cling wrap. This is the main store, but we have heaps of other storage on the boat, which we will take, things like long life milk and things like that. But that's my job today, or my job this hour, is to go through all the linen on board, all the food on board, what we've got, what we're missing, so that we can start to seriously stock the boat, ready for departure tomorrow. Some extra water in case the water maker poos itself. And of course when we fuel, we use those, we pull them out and use them. A little bit of a Coke stash in there. Wouldn't be surprised if there's some rum under there as well. Find his little rum stashes. The tool drawer. And, well, we get access to that down there when everything's done. Now we take everything out of the packets, if we can, and put that in the recycle bin. These are just a bit easier to store. And we do the same with the meat. We take all the plastic off and we just put them into washable, resealable packets that we just wash and keep again. So the big thing for us is rubbish disposal. We don't take bottles, cans can be crushed. We try and make sure that everything we take, the rubbish wires can be compressed down so that it can fit in the back hatches and be taken. Food scraps, of course, go overboard. But yeah, anything, plastic, paper, anything like that has to be compressed and put in the back hatch for rubbish disposal. Honey bunny,
We'll take them home.
you don't need to bring this. Stephen's got a heap of shit to take off. I've got a heap of stuff to take off. And Ryan has overpacked a toothbrush and toothpaste. So that has to go off. We need to be mindful of space on this boat.
Get the plank out.
It's not unlimited. Keel haul.
Fair call.
So we brought some fans just when it's really still if we don't run the aircon.
They're going to work because they clip onto the portals, and this one here can clip on here.
Yeah.
Right down on it.
So okay, so if we want to keep those, do we keep them in the boxes? Where do you want to store them?
Let's just put them down the bottom there.
Down the bottom?
On the road.
Now we need the blue one though, or do we just?
I forgot to look for that other one.
Okay, I've got to get a few things. I've got to run and get the.
It'll be above where the camera gear is stored in the shed. It'll be up on the next rack where all the camping gear is.
Yeah,
It'll
I've
just
got
be
to get a
sitting
few
there.
little bits and pieces. I still got to pack my clothes.
Yeah, it's okay. We're not in any hurry now. We're going to get a northerly up our arse whether we like it or not.
It's been a really big few months. Getting Livey's finished.
This would be the most stressful and busiest time of my life.
Yeah, it's been big.
It's been insane. I'm looking forward to this.
And so I haven't packed as frugally. Well, I'm not a frugal packer anyway. But I have frugal.
Fruit packer.
Yeah. Yeah, and so I haven't really given enough thought to what I'm bringing. So we have got a boat piled to the rafters. We have every cupboard full, and as you can see, we have still more stuff to fit in. There's a pile of stuff that that is doubled up, so we're culling at the same time as we're packing. But anyway, we don't want to burn fuel to carry 10 lots of stuff that we've already got. So, and we can always eat fish, because funnily enough, Ryan's pretty good at catching fish actually.
Is he?
Yeah, he's pretty good at it. Everett's pretty good at it. But we're not going to starve, I don't think.
Okay. As long as we have lures and lavies.
Yeah, we got rice and lures and liveys. That's all we need. cast net,
Yep.
some rods,
Yeah.
some lures,
Yours. Yep.
and some rice.
Yeah.
And some rum.
Well, we can be self-sufficient
And
out there.
actually,
Yeah.
well, you should just pull this shit off and just put the rice on it. A couple of sarongs, some
So
swimmers.
I've got a ice skate. Tom Hanks, if you've got a bad tooth, we can take that out. But you've seen...
No.
You haven't seen it? Castaway. He's on the island and he gets a bad tooth, so he gets an ice skate and he knocks it out
Oh
with his
no!
head.
We'll just tie a bit of fishing line and throw a rock over.
All right, okay.
Tie it to the back of the boat, and Ryan can zoom off.
Look, I got plenty of tools on board. I imagine I can get a tooth
No
out.
way! I'm such a sus.
If I can fix anything on this boat, I can fix
MacGyver.
tooth.
We got a MacGyver here. We know that.
I'm
That
such a
last time.
sook. Like, I nearly called a chopper to pick me up because I got a blister on Hinchinbrook Island. So, seriously? If my tooth is that bad? Although we do have Ryan's pretty heavy kidney stone drugs.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So, we've got some pretty good drugs on board, so we'll just knock it out. I'll be
Yeah.
like, la, la, la.
No, honey, they're not like that. They're suppositories. They go up the other end.
I was going to say, I know it'll be
You can
doing
swallow-
it. Yeah.
You can swallow them if you like, but you'll be speaking tip for a while.
That doesn't make it as appealing then,
No,
does
it
it?
doesn't, no.
All right,
Okay.
let's just keep packing. What's
Yeah,
all this
right.
fuel?
That's for the when we go a little bit more. I'm going to fill that in Townsville.
Oh,
That's for the
that's
little boat when we go a little bit further afield and not near fuel for a while.
Because we normally have, one of those is normally our empty can bin.
It's all right.
Oh! The top, top
we
fridge
sorted
is
that.
freezing.
I've turned it right down.
And cleaned it out.
You said you wanted that to get colder up there. You got to run it on the minimum to have it just as a cold fridge.
It's been
If you turn it up a little bit, it turns into a freezer, let alone flat out.
it's been 2 years to get that operational. We went to a different company, didn't we? And they fixed it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to jump ship
That's it.
because they came back. The other guys came back a few times and couldn't get it going. Yeah.
That's right.
Well,
Anyway.
it's cold. That's good.
All good. Right, let's keep packing and
Okay.
packing and stacking.
Packing and stacking.
And minimalising.
Okay, just get everything prepped. I've got the little boat ready to go for the girls. They're going to follow us because we're going to run for a while. Early this morning, the further we run, the less we have to tow in 20 knots this afternoon. So this morning inshore, the northerly is down. It's actually blown off the land a little bit, but come around 11 o'clock, we're going to start getting 15, and then it'll pick up to 20 knots by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So we want to run first as far as we can because I want to try and make about 80 miles today. And so we'll go for a good quick squirt first, closer to the coastline because the wind's a little bit lighter, and then we'll tow from there. So hopefully we'll get to around about Dunk Island. Who knows? It's all suck it and see when it comes to boating, especially when you've got dodgy northerlies and northwesters. So we're just about ready to go.
Oh, this was supposed to go off the boat, not on it. Anyway, we've got one thong. So we took it off yesterday and we've brought it back on. It wants to come on the adventure.
to come on in.
5th crew member.
It's all good luck song now.
Yeah, good luck, thong.
Just throw it on the beach with all the others.
Oh, no, we can't do that, but it might bring someone useful
It could plug up the back of the boat and stop it sinking one night.
one
Yes.
day. We're going to
Yeah,
cut
but-
that up
Yes.
just like the last time.
Yeah.
We already plugged the hole the last time.
Yeah, with a bloody
broomstick.
and a cork. And a bit
A
of cork.
broomstick and a cork. No kidding. We stopped this boat from sinking. A bit of broomstick and a
About 2 in
cork.
the morning. Yeah.
Thank God for alarms, eh?
Yeah.
Righto guys, it's time for our next trip, south to the Swains. We're going to be stopping at several destinations along the way, doing all sorts of fishing. We're going to do a lot of towing as well, so some days are going to be a bit limited to how much we can fish. Lots of snorkeling, some reefs I've never been to down there before, down the southern areas. I've been studying the anchorages on Google Earth and things like that for the northerlies and southeasterlies and which reefs have got the best anchorages, so I've got all that sorted. We've got Codmaster Everett from our Princess Charlotte boat trip. He's back to join us.
Trying to live it down, but
It might be me this
Gonna
time.
work.
I could be the Codmaster. We got Pete. She's coming with us as well, and of course the Minister of War and Finance.
That's me, baby.
And these two.
I
little
keep
chickies
the ship tight, hey?
Yeah,
Very
You know what
tight.
I mean? And yeah, so, and the girls.
That's it. Anyway, we have to get underway because we have to make a fair few miles this morning before the northerly creeps inshore this afternoon and blows around 20 knots. So I don't like timing in 20 knots, even with the sea. It's a bit annoying. So especially with a giant 6.5 metre tender that weighs 2 tonne.
Full of fuel, it would weigh 2 tonne.
It easy does.
It's
Yeah.
got 300 litres of fuel on board.
Yeah. Hence the massive tow rope. All right, let's untie. Let's get going.
Let's do it.
Let's head
Do it.
south.
South to the Swain.
Definitely.
We need to come up with a song. Because when we go north, we're going north on a northern safari. So we go, we're going south on a southern safari. That's our
Anyway,
song.
I'm sure you'll come up with something. Righto, let's untie the ropes.
Right.
Join us in the next episode where we continue on our offshore adventure. In the meantime, for fishing tips, workshops and fish planner tuition, visit our free training page at ryanmoodyfishing.com. There's a link to the gear and tackle we used on this trip below the video, and to follow along here for the rest of the trip, please like and subscribe, and we will catch you in the next episode.